2 firsts, 2 seconds, Eric Armstead and Jimmy Ward for Deshaun Watson. I don't know if that would get it done, but I'm going to have a counter offer, and then you guys go around one by one and say which one you prefer. This one or Bosa and Kittle for Watson?
Bosa
Straight up,
Kittle.
no picks.
Bosa and Kittle.
Okay, give me one reason why.
Bosa and Kittle, you get to keep the capital because, first of all, Bosa and Kittle, that's going to be a removal from the salary cap, so you don't want to be in the same situation in the Texans was in where they couldn't use that money to build resources, get the adequate players to surround him, and at least now you get more options in terms of draft capital to bring in younger talent to develop and build around Watson for the future.
I don't see why the Texans would take the Bosa and Kittle deal. Yeah, they get Nick Bosa, who's a generational talent, I think a lot of people think, but I think they want draft picks and also defensive players. So they would take Bosa, but they would need a couple picks. I think the trade here offered is more ideal for the 49ers because they would, one, get rid of Eric Armstead's contract and keep Nick Bosa, but also 2 firsts and 2 seconds. We've seen the first-round picks are important, but getting a top 5 quarterback, which I believe Watson is, and could be a top 3 quarterback with Kyle Shanahan, I think that would definitely be the way to go.
Yeah, of the two options, I'm going to go with the 2 firsts, 2 seconds, Armstead and Ward, because that, if you get rid of Kittle, you're losing one of your best weapons on offense. There's no way that I'm going to be moving Nick Bosa for the next 2 years. I'm going to run out his rookie deal until we get that 5th-year option, and then trade him similar to the way that they did with Buckner. So. I would go with the first, the second. Plus, if you look at the 49ers' history with their draft picks in the first round, they haven't been very good, so they're not really losing a whole lot there either.
I'm trading players. I don't trust either of those 2 guys to stay healthy long term. Sorry, Nick. Sorry, George. I'm just betting against him, but I have no crystal ball. I'd rather have Deshaun Watson in the picks than Kittle and Bosa. So I love Kittle and Bosa. The reason I'm throwing their names out there is because I have questions about their long-term durability. And each one arguably is worth multiple firsts. I mean, Bosa might be worth the 2nd pick in the draft plus. Kittle might be worth a top 10 pick plus. So if that's what you're working with, you might get pretty close. But then again, maybe Houston's more interested in picks. Next comment from David Velez, who really had a lot to say. And this is very interesting. Jimmy G's injury was much worse than reported. Here's how I know. Initial diagnosis was made on an X-ray. It means the sprain was so bad that the bones of the lower leg had moved. Normal high ankle sprains are only seen on an MRI. Now, if you don't know what a high ankle sprain is, essentially there is a tendon that holds together the fibula and the tibula, and it either gets stretched or it snaps. And those 2 bones become compromised. So what he's saying is if they could tell in the X-ray, maybe it was really, really severe. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I mean, I don't have to say that I'm not a doctor, but I don't really know. I just think, David, thank you so much for bringing this to our attention. Anyone have any thoughts, concerns?
Where's
feelings?
my scrubs? Like I put my scrubs on if I got to talk about this.
It's interesting. It is interesting.
No, it is. That's why I was mentioning with that report. It's like maybe the 49ers were withholding some information. Maybe
all I know is that Raheem Mostert said it's from what he understood, it's more than just a high ankle sprain. He said that on the record in December. So I don't know what he meant by that. Mm-hmm. Thank you, David. I will look into it. I am a reporter. I will do the best that I can, but I'm not a great reporter. So let me try. Hold on. Next one's from Black Kiza. Should the Niners draft a quarterback as a safety net if in the event of possibly Jimmy getting injured? If so, who? I mean, yeah. I think should the Niners draft a quarterback as a safety net? I mean, can I say hell yes? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Hell yeah. In the words of Stone Cold.
The only question is how late should they wait?
Yeah, that is a question, isn't it? Like it's first, I mean, get whoever's there, whoever falls if someone's like 12 second. I mean, it's always tough to tell, especially since right now the offseason hasn't even technically started yet. I mean,
yeah, I'd say quarterback in round 2.